Renovating and restoring a historic courthouse is no easy task. Project teams in Gilmore are in the middle of doing that for the 87-year-old Upshur County Courthouse.
As KLTV7's Andrew Culver shows us tonight, it's going to take a little longer than first expected.
Our courthouse on the square in Gilmore is the center of the universe for us. It's like the sun and everything else travels and orbits around the courthouse.
Upshur County Judge Todd Tefteller says they've had to extend the courthouse's completion date, moving 1 month from January to February of next year. The timeline is still subject to change. Project coordinators say it's just what happens when the building is historic and this old.
We find beams, we find columns, we find walls that we were not expecting, so we have to make quick adjustments. And it takes a little time to get around it. It's best to go ahead and change it now, make it right. That way the county doesn't have to worry about it for another 100 years.
Tefteller says moving back a month actually saved the county around $75,000. Construction teams are replacing the courthouse stairway with egress stairs, stairs for easier entry and exit. The former jail is also under renovation, which will become the new district attorney's office. Teams are actively routing for air conditioning, electrical systems, and plumbing.
The basics of the project, to set it up, if you will, this is what takes a lot of time.
Senior project coordinator Rick Sacey says the project is not remodeling per se, but restoring. The goal is to reconstruct the courthouse back to its original state.
We're going to keep it in service for decades to come and take care of what our forefathers bestowed on us.
Andrew Culver, KLTV7 News.
Judge Tefteller says the project now costs from $15 to $17 million with new expenses. The Texas Historical Commission is paying about $5.2 million in grant money. The American Rescue Plan Act is also paying several millions.